Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing TT Isle of Man 3, Right on the Edge, and it's time for another first-person perspective in the Laxey course of Section 3, I do believe, and honestly, I cannot believe how tight and twisty this section is. It is absolutely brilliant. Oh, we're really close to the wall there already to start this one off. Honestly, I had so much fun on this one, but my heart was in my mouth in this one. This was tense. Going down into this middle section here, right into the middle of the street, trying to brake on an angle, slowly turning the bike in, and then quickly, with the change of direction, into the right-hand side. We are racing in the pavements and the streets of the Isle of Man here, and this is just an excellent section. The twisting, the turning, the leaning, the movement, it just feels so good. And I've got to say, I have never felt this fast in a video game. Never. In any computer game I've played, I've never felt this way, and this is just brilliant. Simply phenomenal. I adored this, and I understand why the players that say they only play in this perspective. It is great. It is really fun. The only downfall is I don't think it's great to watch compared to the third person, so with that in mind, I have done the same track from the third person perspective after we complete this section in the helmet cam. So for all of you, everyone gets the best of everything. So for that, I would like for you to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I do have a lot of content on TT3, and of course there's a lot more still to come. So I would advise hitting that subscribe button, put me in your YouTube feed, and that way you'll never miss the content from DrAce. Now for this event, this is part of the career mode, I actually, really close to the pavement there, thought I was going to touch it then, but for this one I actually did the helmet cam first, and then did the third person afterwards. Usually, as a rule of thumb, I would probably learn it first within the third person perspective, and then move across to first person. This time around, I did it the other way around, and it didn't bother me as much, but I did feel a little bit slower from the third person. I guess we're going to have to find out towards the end of the video whether I actually went faster or slower. But now into the right hand side here, easy to continue to bring on the power too abruptly there, and unfortunately put yourself into the wall. But there's a lot of fast moving sections here that I really want to just go full throttle, but I just can't. I haven't got it in me. I've not got that much confidence within the first person, so I have had to slow down a couple of times, and I'm really tentative about the upcoming tree to the left hand side here, so I'm going to take my time and gradually pull it in. If you recognise that tree, then you must have watched my previous video where I crashed into there after having a wonderful run here in the Laxey course. But now into the brakes again for the right hand side. I like to get quite close here to the wall, but didn't do it this time around. But now I've changed the settings around the electronics. I'm finding that when the bike wheelies, I'm trying to turn, and I can't. So there's that sensation of, oh my goodness, the front wheel's up in the air and I can't move. This is a tough sector going in as well. I haven't quite read and understood that part yet very well. So this could be quite close, as a matter of fact. I've got a minute left to complete the final part of this course. As we start braking in, going into the right-hand side, another tight, twisty part. Is that too wide on the angle? Usually the game says, no thank you. This bike has been upgraded a bit as we get close to the soil. But sometimes if you get too wide in a corner like that, the bike will just drop. Feeling quite confident in this part here as we now bring up the power, but I must be careful for the final corner here. Do I have the speed, or do I need to slow it down a bit? Here we go into the right hand side, just gently coming off the acceleration there. Bring on the power, and we have tackled the Laxey course. We've done it within about 10, 12 seconds. Beautifully done. Excellent. I'm really pleased with that. That was the first run with the helmet cam. I enjoyed that, and I hope you guys did too, but now it is time to move over to the third person perspective. So for third person, I have actually tried to go back and do a custom mode because I couldn't do it in that event that we already had. So this time around, it is going to be from the third person against the 100% difficulty AI. I do feel really good in this section here, so I would assume we can get a good score. The time to beat was a 3:48 as we get really loose upon the brakes there. Nice and tight to the apex to the left-hand side there. Move the bike across. You can see the front wheel trying to lift as we now enter Laxey for the second time asking in this video. As this part, it doesn't look quite as intimidating or scary when you're from the third person as we get a big slide there. Did I just touch the pavement? I think I just touched the curb on the pavement there. I thought we would have gone down, but we're still good. As we now brake into the right-hand side. And guys, as well, of course, if you're noticing the electronics, they have completely changed since my previous video. ABS on 0, TCS 1, anti-wheelie 2, and engine brake on 2 as well. So it's a quite easy one to remember, that 0122, as we now go into the left-hand side. So picking up the power, picking up the speed, a little bit tensive on the right-hand side here. I don't want to be touching the walls. Alright, we're in the middle. Probably should have downshifted once more there to still maintain a good amount of power going through that section. And now into the Ramsey Road. We'll start braking early. I crashed a lot here for turning in too early or turning in too late. I finally figured it out how to do it, and I feel significantly better. But we're going to go full throttle here. Maybe a little bit off, but just majority of it is getting pressed to the maximum as we now go for another right-hander here. You can actually go quite wide in the corner there, as the wheelie will put you onto a little bit of soil, but you're still good. As we now go to the left-hand side, we bring on the power once more. And of course, guys, a little bit of a straight, so you've got an opportunity to hit the subscribe button. But now to brake into the left-hand side. This is where the texture popping usually happens on the... Oh, you can see it. That's where it occurs on those stone walls to the right-hand side. As we now go into the left-hand side. Look at the sparks! Whoa! Peter Hickman sparking up here in the Isle of Man, here in the Laxey Core, Section 3 to be precise. We now brake into the right-hand side, try and keep the position as we got a little bit eager upon the acceleration. A twitchy right trigger on the DualSense controller there. As we go to the left now, keeping that head out, keeping the neck out so we can see where we're going. But this is the point where I slow down a bit within the helmet cam perspective. Do we still need to do it? Oh, goodness me, be careful upon the brakes. I was probably doing the same upon the first person, but I didn't really see it as much as it looks from now. But we now dive into the right-hand side. Probably didn't need to scrub off so much speed there, but it's not a problem as we brake into the right-hand side again. Still not quite as tight, but as we bring on the power, this is a prime example of me trying to battle with the anti-wheelie system. I want to keep it at 2. I like that small moments of wheelies that just keep me on my toes a little bit as we get another little bit of a wheelie over the crest and rise. Back over to the right, almost touching the pavement once more. Another small jump as things are getting a bit heated here, but I think if we keep this up, we'll improve upon our lap time. I don't know by how much, but it certainly should be close. And we run it too deep. Oh, goodness me. Every time we run it too deep, I just lose all my confidence. I just feel that we're going to lose the front. Is that the upgraded bike that seems to be a little bit more planted? I couldn't tell you, but I know that the electronics are working wonders here. Probably could have downshifted there, but I think we're going to batter our lap time. It was a 3:48 with the first person. It could be, what, 10 seconds quicker? We'll find out now as I just let off the acceleration ever so slightly across the line to conclude the section. We improved by about 8 seconds. But what I do want to know is, have we just beaten the 100% difficulty AI? Here we go. Let's find out then, shall we? We have indeed, by 5 seconds. Well, not quite 4.5, but it's close enough too. And our maximum speed was significantly slower. But we managed to get the job done, and I tell you what, guys, I feel fantastic. Ultimately brilliant right now. I have never felt this fast in TT3. I'm pleased. I'm really happy, and I hope you guys are too. If you've enjoyed this one, don't forget to let me know in the comments section down below. I did see in a previous comment that had some more requests and stuff to do, so I'll get to that now. But before we conclude this video, I would like to mention that I have included in the outro all of the DrAce pit crew members. If you want to join that list, then you're going to have to join the membership in the description down below. But upon the note, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow for possibly more TT3. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.